Yo, my name is Petrowski, and today I wanted to bring you guys another obscure money-making guide in PokeMMO. So this guide is actually going to revolve around something I've done a lot of on this channel, and that's actually catching Magikarps. But as you might have guessed, it's not just going to be catching Magikarps, there's going to be a bit of a twist to add a bit more pokeyen to be made. For this specific method, you are going to need a pretty high catching Smeargle. For those who don't know, a catching Smeargle is generally a Smeargle with False Swipe and Spore, and then maybe some other moves for utility. But you're going to be encountering very high level Magikarp during this method, so you might need a pretty high, probably around level 100 Smeargle for this. This method is going to be taking place in the resort area in the Sinnoh region, like right next to the PC, slightly northeast of it. You're going to need to make sure you have a Super Rod in the Sinnoh region. So you're going to want to stand here at the water in the resort area and simply go ahead and throw out your Super Rod. Hopefully encounter a Magikarp like I did just there. And these Magikarp that you'll encounter at the resort area are very special. They'll range anywhere from level 1 to level 100. Which obviously is a pretty huge range. And you might already see kind of what the twist is here. So you're going to go ahead and catch any other Magikarps like normal. But if you get any, high level Magikarps, so Magikarps maybe being level 70 plus, you're going to want to go ahead and put those in your PC for later. And then you're just going to want to go on, catch all your Magikarps as per normal, sell them on the GTL as per normal. If you don't know how to do that, I'll link a guide below about catching Magikarps and the money made per hour, and I will link another guide below about how to sell your Pokemon properly and how to accurately sell them for the correct price. You do need to make sure you are super riding here and not using the old rod or the good rod. If you're using either the old rod or the good rod, you will also encounter Magikarps, but they will be much lower level. You won't be able to get those high level Magikarps, which really increase the profit a lot here. Okay, now this is a good example of a kind of high level Magikarp you're going to be seeing here. Sometimes these things will take, 2 to 3 false swipes to be taken down. I like to false swipe them down to 1 HP. Or honestly, that HP is fine. False swipe them down, spore them up, go ahead and throw a Pokeball, and it should be good enough to catch them. Gonna go ahead and throw my Pokeball now. Should be a pretty decent catch. I have not calced the odds or the percentage chance of catch, but from all my experience here, it's got to be close to 100%, maybe 99.2 or something. But there we go. So now we have a high level Magikarp, not great IVs or anything, but it's a level 83 Magikarp, and what can we do with that? So this is what's going to end up happening. You're going to catch all of those normal carps, you're going to sell them, and you're going to be left with these high level carps. So we're going to store these, and then whenever we're done hunting, we're going to take them, we're going to take one at a time, and we're going to go level them 1 level. And what that's going to do is going to evolve them into a super high level Gyarados. And if we go ahead and go to the GTL, go ahead and search for Gyarados, sort by lowest price, and then go to minimum level and put around 70, because that's kind of the minimum Magikarp level that I catch, you'll see that there are level 73 and like level 70-ish, not so great Gyarados selling for around 15k a piece. Casual players will buy these to help them with the E4, for nostalgia, for fun, to have a powerhouse Pokemon that they really like. Maybe it's their favorite Pokemon, etc., etc. This kind of falls into that leveling Pokemon for Pokeyen sort of thing, but now we're just intertwining catching Pokemon for Pokeyen on top of leveling Pokemon for Pokeyen. We can kind of do both at the same time with this Magikarp spot and this Magikarp grind. And the best part about this spot is that you can kind of just go ahead and do everything here. So I'm going to go ahead and pop an XP share on that Magikarp that I caught. I'm going to head back outside. I'm still at the resort area. And I can just come over here, surf here, and you can level these Magikarps in any way that you guys feel comfortable. But I'm going to go ahead and show you an example of how I would level them right here. So you're going to surf here, you're going to sweet scent. You're going to encounter a horde of Golduck. And Golduck give pretty decent XP. So I'm going to kill this horde of Golduck, and they should give around 2,500 to 3,000 XP. So I'm going to discharge, use my electric AoE farmer. Obviously, if you don't have one of these, feel free to use any sort of horde spot. I have plenty of videos on that. Any sort of spot you'd like. So 2,800 XP. This thing needs around 23k to level, so you're gonna have to do a couple hordes. You might have to do 2 inventories of Sweet Scents or so. I don't know if that's any sort of math behind that, but a couple hordes of Sweet Scents, and you should be able to level this up into a Gyarados in no time. I'll see you back when I have that. So for this example, it's going to take 26,000 total XP for this Magikarp to evolve into a Gyarados. That'll end up being around 10 Sweet Scents, so almost 2 inventories of Sweet Scents, more so 1.5 inventories of Sweet Scents, as long as you have Sweet Scent PP maxed on your Sweet Center. For those who don't know what I'm talking about when I say Sweet Center, Sweet Scent is a move learned by a Pokemon. I have it on my shiny Surskit here, that is going to go ahead and attract a horde of Pokemon, and that's kind of what I'm clicking and what I'm using to encounter so many Pokemon at once to gain XP. Okay, there's the Magikarp level, so this is going to go ahead and be the Evolve. So after this evolves, we can go ahead and check how much we can sell this for on the GTL. Probably around 15k, especially if we wanted to go quickly, which really adds a decent chunk of pokeyen extra per hour. Okay, back in the GTL to properly price our Gyarados. This is around level 84. I'm going to type minimum level 80 to get a decent understanding. I don't think ours is going to be able to sell for this much because this does have a 31, so we're going to drop this down to 75. And then once again, I do think 15k is probably a super fair price, where these are going to have at least some stats going on. I think 15k is a fair price to sell these kind of Gyarados for. I think they'll sell decently quickly. I'm going to go ahead and list this one for $14.99. Might take maybe 3 days or so max, but I think it'll sell in a decent amount of time, and I think it's just a really nice way to add profit on top of an already profitable method. I don't know the pokeyen per hour on this method, as I haven't done extended testing, but I did think of this recently, and I thought it'd be really interesting to explore and kind of let you guys know, and hopefully you guys can explore that and let me know what your findings are in the comments. I'd really appreciate any feedback, especially information and knowledge to be spread on something like this. But anyways, I think that's everything for this quick guide. There will be links in the description for a ton of other guides that might have been touched on in this video if you're interested. I hope you have a great day. I hope you win all of your Pokemon games. I hope you catch a great Pokemon. I hope you find a shiny. I hope you make a ton of pokeyen. And make sure to like this video if you liked it. Dislike it if you didn't. Leave a comment with any feedback, criticism, or a funny joke. You know, whatever you want to do. And have a great day. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace and love, Petrowski.